10 years of saving, investing, and grinding have led Elias to this exact moment. He is sitting in the driveway of a home he spent a decade working toward, and he feels absolutely nothing. The objective markers of his success are all present. He secured his final promotion on Tuesday. The ink is dry on his new housing contracts. His phone screen is glowing with a dozen unread congratulatory messages. Yet the thrill of hitting that ultimate financial milestone evaporated almost immediately. Within hours of crossing the finish line, his upgraded reality simply became his standard reality. The massive new house just felt like a house. In the dead of night, an uncomfortable realization surfaces. Despite hitting the exact number he aimed for over the last 10 years, he is haunted by the feeling that it still isn't enough. Elias has maximized his objective financial metrics and successfully hit every target he set for himself. Yet, internally, he remains completely dissatisfied with his life. The human brain evolved to rapidly erase satisfaction, ensuring you keep hunting, building, and wanting. We were biologically designed to enjoy the chase rather than the arrival. Faced with this emptiness, Elias's immediate reflex is to accelerate. He assumes the next milestone will provide the lasting satisfaction the current one failed to deliver. He works longer hours, seeking the next hit of progress. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation. It is an innate biological wiring that forces your happiness levels to return to a neutral baseline, regardless of what changes, what major achievements, or milestones occur. Watch the line representing happiness. After a financial achievement, it spikes vertically, then immediately decays back to a flat baseline. Now watch the second line, expectations. As results increase, expectations multiply at a steeper rate. This expanding negative space creates a perpetual poverty of satisfaction. Every time you hit a target, your psychological baseline recalibrates. Ambition becomes a race with a finish line that retreats a mile for every foot you step forward. Elias is now sitting passively on his couch, scrolling through his phone. He is absorbing the curated, hyper-edited realities of thousands of people he will never meet. He is trapped in the hedonic treadmill, the cycle of working harder to earn more, adapting to the new standard, and needing even more to feel the same satisfaction. This hedonic treadmill moves sideways, driven constantly by social comparison. Modern technology has broken our innate comparison radius. You are no longer measuring your standard of living against the people on your street, but against the top 1% of millions of strangers across the globe. This creates a tangible financial danger. Elias is drafting paperwork to execute a heavily leveraged, high-risk investment. He doesn't need these returns to survive. He needs them to maintain pace with an absolute illusion. Risking current stability for unnecessary status qualifies as a cognitive distortion, one capable of destroying decades of steady progress in a single stroke. Elias is at his breaking point. He is milliseconds away from signing a dense contract, committing to ruinous debt for a temporary high. Then he physically stops. He puts the pen down. He breaks the cycle of escalation and forces himself to look at the reality of what he already possesses. This graph demonstrates the psychological principle of satiation. It plots wealth on the bottom axis against well-being on the side. The line rises steadily with income, but hits a threshold where it plateaus into a flat trajectory. Additional consumption ceases to generate additional well-being. Reaching enough requires an active psychological decision to stop allowing external forces to move the goalpost. Elias pulls away from the social comparison game. He logs off, steps off the treadmill, and aggressively protects his own peace. True financial untouchability belongs to the people who master the skill of needing the least.